Hello and welcome to today's video. Our videos are not a diagnosis. We are simply speaking our opinions, not factual statements.
High situation type deal.
Today we are diving back into the Amberverse, and we will see our girl explain that a faster beating heart feels like anxiety to her. She tries to convince us that she has been exercising for a while, but hasn't been bragging about doing the damn thing. She lies about how long it was before Jade moved in. We all remember Jade moved in the day she met Amber, but Amber thinks we all have amnesia. And finally, she lets us know that the WLS team have changed their minds about how long Amber has to wait before surgery, which isn't suspicious at all. Because Amber abuses the copyright system, clips will be heavily edited. So let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
You ready for this? Let's find out.
So I actually had a few people ask me if I've been exercising, moving more, etc. Yes, I have.
You're a lie. You're a lie.
So I obviously do not talk about everything.
How convenient is that? Wow.
A lot of people assume if I'm not showing something, then I'm not doing something. Not how it works.
Girl, we all know if you were doing something correctly, constantly, and achieving change, you would be bragging about how you did that.
So what I do is I write down what I'm gonna do, how many times I'm gonna do it.
Amber showed us 3 videos in a row where she failed to even achieve a measly 4,000 steps a day, and then the step goal miraculously disappeared from the videos. So are we expected to believe this too?
So I stretch, I walk in place, I do warm-ups, crunches, leg kicks, punches, and high knees. I do all of these things 3 times for as long as I can.
You're such a hard worker.
Or what feels not comfortable, because you don't want to be comfortable when you're working out. That's not exactly the right word for it, but until you just can't do it anymore without like hurting yourself, obviously.
In other words, do it until mild discomfort and never push yourself.
You mustn't work too hard.
Just wanted to introduce it to you guys that yes, I do have a little exercise routine that I do.
Sure, Jan.
Alrighty, so here it is. Here is how I did. W stand for whole and S's stand for separate.
Is this your first time here?
One of the main reasons why I wanted to talk about like my exercising today is because I get anxiety exercising.
When you gonna learn that microwave food to kill you faster than a bullet?
Sometimes like verge of panic attack. I know what is causing it, but I don't know how to stop that anxiety feeling. So what is causing it is rapid like heart, just your heart beating quicker than usual.
Oh boy, now I've heard it all.
I went onto my Instagram and I said, send me a question, send it to me in a voice memo, but it has to be 30 seconds or shorter so I don't bore anyone.
You're a bit late for that!
Hi, Amber. I was just wondering, how long were you and your girlfriend dating before you decided to move in together?
The speed of light.
How long were we dating before we decided to move in together?
My goodness, in no time at all.
I think it was like, oh my God, I'm so bad with timelines. It was like a couple months, I would say.
You're a lie. You're a lie.
Girl, that's a freaking lie. When Becky and Amber broke up, it was just under 2 months when Jade came to visit, at the beginning of their relationship, and then she never moved out. Becky was at her relatives isolating after contact with the Rona, and before she had even returned home, our girl had moved the replacement maid into Becky's home, forcing Becky to move out faster than had been previously planned. Amber had moved on to Jade within 3 weeks of the relationship ending with Becky, and Becky had to live with her ex and her new girlfriend within less than 2 months, before Becky's side of the bed was even cold.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my sympathy bone.
Hey, Amber. Okay, so what is the one video in your entire YouTube career you absolutely regret posting?
Everything, all of it.
I think the biggest one that I regret posting video-wise is without a doubt me sharing a past relationship that I was in.
Rain and petals eavesdrop.
So this book has chapters and chapters and chapters of just like detailed, gruesome, disgusting images of humans being like torn apart, and pretty much this book is about eating humans. There is a disease that happens with animals, and for some reason humans decide, okay, let's just eat each other. I know people were very interested in what I thought of this, and it's disgusting. Honestly, it's gross.
Tender as the Flesh uses the concept of cannibalism to explore political inequality and the human condition. It doesn't seem that she got the point.
People always ask, like, are you going to go back to college? Like, if you did go back to college, like, what would you do, etc., etc. So if you guys don't know, I actually did go to college. I only completed a year.
There's no surprises there.
I initially went to college because I wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, no, that's a scary thought.
When I ended up going there and saying, like, you know, I want to be a teacher, they kind of talked me into, I feel like it was massive manipulation now that I'm, like, older and, like,
Well, you know all about that.
like, understanding the time, but they manipulated me into doing criminal justice.
Sure.
They made it seem like I would be really good for that because, like, I was in foster care, so, like, I understand some of the, like, ins and outs of that and stuff, and just, like, who I am as a person.
Okay, well, agree to disagree.
I was majoring in criminal justice, and it was a year into college. I ended up having to move across country.
And then she quit.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so fun. Like, I put my mind to it, I set goals, and I did the damn thing.
Amber's version of I did the damn thing is starting something, not completing it and then quitting. Much like every time she says she starts a new weight loss goal. She does the damn thing for a brief period of time and then quits, which is the opposite of doing the damn thing.
And one of my classes was actually psychology, and I had never felt such, like, passion.
So much passion that she quit.
I loved every second of it. I did not want it to end, and unfortunately it did.
That was your choice.
But yeah, I ended up moving across country, and I stopped going to school because of that, because they did not have the college that I was going to, and they did not have criminal justice near me.
But Coral, you just said you didn't like criminal justice.
Can you hear yourself?
So I decided that if I was going to go back to school, it was going to be for something different. And then I slowly started to realize maybe college isn't for me.
You just said you liked it.
So I ended up never going back to school.
Well, that's very predictable of you.
I would say in the last, like, few years, I guess, I massively have been thinking more about, like, if I was to go back to school, what would it be for and what would I do? Without a doubt, 100% psychology.
Let's say I do gaslight my audience. Who freaking cares?
And so I actually, just a few days ago, started a class online. You do get a diploma, certificate after you complete this class and you pass it or whatever.
This school sounds legit.
And I want to do something that could possibly, you know, put me in a better spot in the future, because I just feel like I need to learn more.
Our girl should take a video editing course to better the job that she does have.
I need my brain to be in motion, because I feel like it's just like mush.
Well, you said it, I didn't.
Like, all I ever do is just like YouTube. And I feel like I just need to put, like, my time and energy also into other things that could be good for me.
I'm so glad to hear you say that.
I've already learned some things, and I've been able to, like, see some of the things I've learned, like, within myself or, like, people around me or situations in my life.
Brace yourself for the upgraded version of Self-Diagnosis Lynn, coming to you in 2023 in a YouTube video near you.
Parts of it feels like therapy, I'm not gonna lie.
I say, it started already.
Heal box moment. So here it is. Weight Loss Surgery Does Not Treat Food Addiction by Connie Stapleton. So thank you so much for the books.
Please read it now.
I have a massive weight loss surgery update. So I had my dietitian appointment. It was just a few days ago. I have one once a month for now. And it's just to see how I'm doing, talk to me about my progress, what more needs to be done, etc., etc.
There's so much to do.
There is some things that are currently happening, like, within everything that I don't feel comfortable talking about right now. And the reason why I feel like I need to say that is because I don't want to feel like I'm lying to you guys.
Well, that would be a first.
So my dietitian said that everything I'm doing is exactly right so far.
Sure, Jan.
And that I'm doing really good and I'm making progress where I can. This whole video is a lot. Something she said actually made me feel better and validated.
I've heard that before.
The exact quote she said was, "What we expect from you and from all patients is imperfection."
It's like a get out of jail free card.
We do not expect perfection because we know that you aren't just going to be perfect. You're going to have slip-ups. You're going to have mistakes.
Anyone remember the making peace with discomfort era at the beginning of the year? How short-lived it was.
And that just made me feel so validated because, you know, I was super honest with her.
Why should I believe you?
I've had major setbacks recently. I have had slip-ups.
We been new.
You know, I'm telling her like it is. Like, I was like, you know what? I wasn't on track for a little bit and I'm back on track.
You expect me to believe that?
The really good news, honestly, in my opinion, this is amazing news because as you guys know, I was told that I was going to have to wait a year for possible surgery. They've changed their minds.
That's suspicious.
Oh, God, I got kind of emotional. They have changed their minds because, like I said, there is bigger things happening that I can't discuss. And I feel like I keep saying that. I know a lot of people are going to be frustrated with me, but just...
The main problem with dangling information like ankles, teasing your viewers with it, but constantly bringing it up, is that the viewers will reach the inevitable point where they won't care to hear about it anymore. It's better not to say anything at all if a negative response wants to be avoided.
So the new goal is they want me to show progress 3 to 4 months from now. Just for 3 to 4 months. They just want to see progress.
Well, no time like the present.
And my appointment with the surgeon is coming up, and that's just going to be more him telling me more, like what he wants from me. I'm hoping he'll give me some weight loss goals.
That never works.
I'm just looking for more like obtainable, touchable goals that once I reach them, I can just like cross them off type of thing.
Coral, what's stopping you from trying to lose weight now? You said yourself you wanted to be in the 400s before surgery, and the lower your weight, the safer.
I know that I got this. Like, I know that I do.
Then do something.
I'm not gonna lie.
But there's a first time for everything.
I could have done better.
Do better, be better.
From this point on, all I can do is prove myself.
And we're still waiting.
And show progress and do the best that I can with what I have now.
Yeah, I've heard it all before.
Let's take a look at some of the comments on Amber's video before we leave the situation type deal. I wonder if you will ever learn that discomfort is not the same as anxiety. I thought I had anxiety about working out, but literally I just felt like I was dying because I was so out of shape and couldn't breathe. It slowly gets easier and better the longer you do it. Just do a couple minutes at a time and slowly increase it. They manipulated you into doing criminal justice. Girl, stop. That's called an advisor, and they don't force you to do anything. I would have taken that as a compliment. Studying psychology for Amber can be very dangerous, if and when the classes get deep, simply because Amber will start diagnosing everyone and herself when she has zero training. No one expects perfection from anyone. "I'm not perfect, and no one's perfect," are an excuse maker's favorite phrases. Can't wait for psychologist Lynn to diagnose her entire audience with NPD after she gets her pay-to-win online diploma in a couple weeks. Beware of non-accredited online courses. They don't count towards a real degree, and the quality of the instruction varies. Also unsure if they give you access to research databases, which is a great part of university learning. Especially with psychology, you're going to want access to peer-reviewed studies if you really want to understand the subject. It's amazing to me how someone can say I'm doing everything right and moments later say I'm not perfect. I've had slip-ups. No one is expecting perfection and not notice the disconnect. Are you perfect or not perfect? Because you're saying both. She's lying about the couple months of dating before moving in together. First of all, Amber can't even go out on dates. Pauline moved in immediately because Amber can't live alone. She needs a caregiver, and Pauline got a place to live out of it. Not Amberlynn having to prove she has real fans by forcing them to send her voice notes. Thanks for watching our channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, stay safe.